Yo, what up? This is your boy Soulo. Now we back here again with another one. And today's gonna be about um, understanding your emotions, understanding how your mind works, and getting your emotions under control because if you let your emotions get loose and uncontrolled, then you will start losing your mind and you will start doing things that you regret. So your thoughts and feelings is how we are how you are creating your own reality, your own circumstance, your own events in your own life. And everything is doing the same thing simultaneously, interacting with each other, thoughts and feelings. You know, that's how, by understanding this, we get to be more in the spirit and not get lost in our mind or in our emotions. So your emotions represents your animalistic natures, aka if you get lost in your emotions, then you will, you know, be too much in your emotions and lash out, or be greedy. You might be self-centered, you might do things that based on emotions, how you want to feel, how you want to vibrate towards things and react. And your emotions is what makes you feel comfortable. It's your feelings. And once that feelings are vulnerable and hurt, you want to do you want to think about whatever it takes, or feel whatever it takes to get your needs, get your emotional needs and your emotional stability however you see fit in your reality. And we live in a society where people are on edge, people working, people don't like to work but they have to work. And this is a result of a colonized, confused society, being poisoned every day, eating things that taste good, but poisoning you at the same time, which is poisoning your body and your mind and your spirit. So we have to be healthy overall. And by doing so is making the right choices with your thoughts and feelings. You might feel like you want to consume something that feels good and makes your emotions feel good, but the thought of that was, okay, I want to eat this today. I don't care if it makes me feel bad later, as you want to feel good right now because I need something to cope. And that is not the healthiest way to go about with your well-being, because it's just common sense that a lot of these things, food and alcohol and drugs and just hanging around with certain people, toxic people that are no good, making bad decisions for you or peer pressuring you to do something, ain't about that. It's about doing the right thing, morality, being close to God and not getting lost in your emotions. So that would be the battle that you have to go through and challenge yourself. And it's all about challenging yourself so you can achieve a better version of you. If you stay stuck in the same routine, the same pattern, you're not gonna achieve that version of you. You're not gonna able to experience it, but you have to go through the trials and tribulations to go through it. That's the change that needs to be done if you want to change. And if you don't want to change, then you are the problem within your environment that doesn't want to change. The circumstance that's just going to stay stagnated and not intelligent. So you are your own enemy. And people like me gonna have to keep repeating it because you gotta ask yourself, what's the point of all this shit? That's only up to you to find out. I already know. But yeah, religion isn't working. You know, whatever you think you would believe in is real, it's not working. It's time to try something new and wake that ass up before the universe spanks that ass up. And whatever you think is going to happen after death, you know, you might think you're going to heaven or whatever. Good luck to your belief, because I already know the truth. And I used to be in the same circumstance as being in religion and believing in all this shit. None of that shit is real. None of that shit is going to happen. We see the cycle every day in nature. Life, death, rebirth. Everything is evolving. This is spiritual evolution. So, however you became to be human, you started off somewhere as a lesser spirit, evolving all the way up to a human, you know. But you know, this is spirituality, and we cannot get lost in our ego when you're in a religion, or you know, you only care about yourself, because it's deeper than just being yourself, no matter how much you think about yourself. So it's about having that train of thought, because that train of thought has already existed. And once you go through a certain train of thought where you start questioning things yourself, and all these type of religions and sciences and all these biases, and why why the world is the way it is, then you're opening yourself up to the universe to grasp more. You know, you're being a vessel for God. And that's how God works through you. You gotta, you know, sometimes you gotta understand, you gotta challenge your biases. You gotta challenge how you feel, what you think you feel might not be, you know, validated or, you know, real. You might, you know, you gotta understand these things. Everybody has thoughts and feelings. Everybody uses them for different reasons and similar reasons. But at the end of the day, we all have the same mechanism: the masculine energy, the thoughts, and the feminine energy, the feelings. And this is how, you know, these are the mechanisms before physical gender. So, you know, you have to start learning something new. But I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm gonna keep sipping on my coconut water. This is